Greetings, everyone. How are you? And happy Tuesday. My name is Sabrina Lowry, and welcome to this webisode of Let's Talk About It on a Tuesday. I am Sabrina Lowry, and I am the qualifying broker of Legacy Realty and Management LLC. We are a full service residential and commercial brokerage and property management company headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. We have been in business for 18 years now, and we are helping families achieve their dream of home ownership. Well, everyone, June is National Home Ownership Month, and it is our pleasure to help buyers match their home of their dreams. And in finding their dream home is this process. There is this opportunity where you should be asking yourself the question, to buy or to rent? So that is the question. Hey, Lady J, thank you so much for jumping in. And please tag and share this video if it's pertinent to you. So we're talking about June is National Home Ownership Month and how I am helping families achieve their dream of home ownership. Well, in the month of June, we are now 8 days into the month, and I have successfully gotten 2 pending contracts on 2 of my listings. One in Decatur, which is in DeKalb County, and the second is in Fulton County, which is in Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta. So, woohoo! Congratulations to my sellers. Always thrilled and excited to let our sellers know that their contract has been accepted and they are now under a binding agreement. So I want to talk to the renters because it is a seller's market, but I want to address the buyers first. Since it is Home Ownership Month, let's talk about being prepared for the process of buying a home. So first things first, to all of you renters out there, we all know that there are some of you in the population that will be what I call forever renters. Hey, forever renters, there is nothing wrong with that. That simply means that you do not express a desire as part of your legacy, as part of your way of building wealth, to invest in real estate by buying a property of your own. And that's okay. There is no right or wrong here. But what I want to do is talk about the process. For those of you that are renters, that are experiencing these ever increasing rents, right? Because right now we do know that rents are on the rise. How do we go from paying a landlord rents to affording a mortgage? So I've got some information up on my screen to help you determine some variables and some factors for what we consider to be affordable living. Affordable living in my area, I am in Cobb County, which is north and west of the city of Atlanta. I am about 5.5 miles just outside of the city limits. And I am in an area that we consider the suburbs, right? So Smyrna Vinings, Cobb County, just a few minutes away from that brand new, beautiful Truist Park, formerly known as SunTrust Park, where our Atlanta Braves Stadium is located. Hence the increase of values for those of you homeowners that are right here in this immediate area. You should definitely be noticing and seeing that these property values are on the rise. Even for myself, I've watched over the course of the past 12 months, even in the pandemic, where my property values have increased not just 25%, but over 30% one year to the next because of the current market activity. And one of those things being 3 of my neighbors in my very own neighborhood have decided to sell their home. And so here is where we talk about that home ownership matters. We get to create new homeowners and grow our communities. So the process, what is this process? Why should I be thinking about buying real estate instead of renewing a lease agreement with my landlord? That's the question that we are asking. So I'm going to give you some examples. If you are paying rent that is about $800 a month, you could expect your mortgage payment to be around $1,000 a month. That's a $200 price differential, right? But $200 a month could make or break affordability when we're talking about housing, being a renter versus being a landlord, right? Or being a homeowner for that matter, because we haven't even scratched the surface to talk about real estate investing. Right now, let's talk about home ownership as an occupied property. So that $200 is going to give you a $50 a month tax savings. Hello, somebody. We like to save money on taxes, right? And so over the course of the year, let's think about all of our tax savings as it relates to home ownership, ladies and gentlemen. You could be saving potentially $2,400 or more per year simply by becoming a homeowner. So that's an after-tax savings, $600 differential year over year. So if I could help you put $600 to $2,400 a year back in your budget for your family, would you say yes to home ownership? And so that's one of the questions that we are asking here. So what we're doing is comparing over time the increase that you have per month. So we're talking about in your budget, in your monthly savings, in your spending, and you're thinking about how could I possibly afford a mortgage, and maybe I feel like I'm struggling in my rent. Well, we don't want to be what I call house poor. And being house poor means that you can barely afford your mortgage, even though it includes a part of your taxes and your homeowner's insurance every single month bundled into that mortgage payment. But you forget about repairs. You didn't think about maintenance costs, and you certainly did not factor in any emergencies that might happen as a homeowner. So I am here to just let you know that home ownership has its privileges. It definitely has its pros, but certainly the cons, the pros outweigh the cons. So I want to give you some encouragement. Hello, thank you so much for jumping in. And the conversation is, it is National Home Ownership Month, and how can I help you and your family achieve the dream of home ownership? If you are a renter and you have not considered purchasing a home this year, and you're just afraid because you've been listening to the news, we all know that the news is always super negative when it comes to talking about real estate, right? And so how can we get to the positive side of things? How can we encourage people to buy real estate, to become homeowners? Well, let me give you a little bit of information that might help you realize this American dream. Number one, interest rates on mortgages are still at historical low rates, meaning you can own a home for almost cheaper than it is to finance an automobile. And we all know, hey, Auntie Carol, thank you for jumping in. We all know that everything right now that's tied to real estate, because prices are going up, the money is so cheap to obtain. And so if you are a credit score above a 620, okay, let's talk about a conventional financing. They're wanting your credit scores to look a little closer to the 700s. So maybe a 680 would be the ideal credit score for a conventional loan. But if you are an FHA borrower, that is an owner occupied property with only 3.5% down payment that you could get into a property for less than a 4% interest rate over a 30-year mortgage at $1,000 or less per month. Why wouldn't you say yes? That's the question. Why wouldn't you say yes to home ownership? So I am going to challenge you to book a consultation and a call with yours truly. My name is Sabrina Lowry. Sabrina Lowry. I am a realtor. I have been for the past 18 years now. And over the past 18 years, I have helped thousands, yes, y'all, thousands of families become homeowners. Why? Because I'm passionate about the experience of building wealth in real estate. Why? Because I'm a homeowner too. Why? Because I believe in building community. And lastly, you ask me why? Because I believe in leaving some inheritance for our children's children's children. And that is the number one investment strategy, hands down, historically, right? So for those of y'all that like to invest in stocks and bonds, super fantastic. You want to invest in your 401ks, super fantastic. I encourage you all to do all of those things, but I want you to think about real estate too. Hello, Marcel. Thank you so much for jumping into the conversation. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is National Home Ownership Month, and I am giving you a challenge. Yes, a challenge for anyone that you know that is renting a property, who is complaining about their high-ass rent payment and the rents going up. Yes, I need to talk to those people. I need to talk to them. I need to let them know that I have some secret sauce to help them find and purchase the home of their dreams. So what I want to do is I want to invite you all to get a copy of your legacy toolkit. I am giving away a legacy toolkit to everyone that is aspiring to become a homeowner. As part of your legacy toolkit, especially if you are relocating to the state of Georgia, I've got some essentials for you, like a map of our metro Atlanta area that will help you define what location you need to be in. Because part of the process as a realtor for me is to help you find that dream home, but giving me a little guidance as to the location that you prefer to be in is going to be one of the most important questions that you can answer for me, because location also is a factor of consideration when it comes to affordability. So that is our word for today, affordability. We're talking about affordable housing, June being National Home Ownership Month. How can we at Legacy Realty and Management help you become a homeowner? And it all starts with your legacy toolkit. So let's go ahead and book those consultations today. I encourage you to go to legacyrealtyandmanagement.com, book a call with my team, and let us have a conversation. No obligation whatsoever, and just see how close you might be to owning your dream home. So, ladies and gentlemen, with the time that I have remaining, I just want to encourage you, talk to a realtor. If it is not me, it's someone in your family that you know. Just get a referral for a professional licensed real estate agent who is also a realtor member. As a realtor member, it is my honor to abide by the code of ethics and to promote fair housing every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sabrina Lowry, and I am a Realtor member, a member of the National Association of Realtors, and I am also the qualifying broker and owner of Legacy Realty and Management. It will be my pleasure to serve you and your family and help you purchase the home of your dreams. Let's celebrate National Home Ownership Month together, and you will not regret the experience. Now, remember, y'all, it is a process, and those things that are worth it might sometimes hurt just a little. It might be a little painful and a little stressful along the way, but you've got me by your side, and you've got a team of professionals that will ensure the smoothest transaction possible, even with multiple offers and bidding wars and the best expertise when it comes to negotiating the best deal for you and your family. Let's talk. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about home ownership and real estate, and most of all, investing in your legacy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I encourage you again to visit legacyrealtyandmanagement.com and be sure to connect with one of our professional team members today. Thank you.